Ladies and gentlemen, I felt like having a yap session today, so I got some jungle gameplay up. Welcome to the TweeTV Playcast. We're watching Vi Jungle today. It's a challenger Vi Jungle. I'm going to turn it down a slight little bit here. It's quite noisy. We'll try that volume. Got a Vi Jungle here. The reason we're watching Vi Jungle is a couple reasons. First of all, if you remember, a couple videos ago, I did a video with Laura and Quinn, with my two Iron friends. And Laura, my sister, she's been getting into League. She's been playing a bit of League. And in our 5-stack, no one likes playing jungle. So we decided we'd put Laura on jungle. And she likes to play Vi. So I thought, hey, what better way to in my own self-interest, help her out by showing her what a good Vi player does. Not that she's a bad Vi player, she's excellent, I would say. I'm just going to watch the clear here. So, already, one thing I noticed is the way that this Vi player, this is a challenger Korean Vi player. So this is about as high elo as it possibly gets. This game is going to be ridiculously high quality. You got 9 challenger players and 1 grandmaster in the top lane. One of the things I noticed is her smite usage off the bat there. So you see the way she clears raptors as well, that Q over the wall there, so you don't walk into a little nook, you don't walk through the bush, you Q over the wall from mid lane, a little bit quicker. Also went WE first. Another little interesting thing, probably going to Q over the wall again to the red buff here. I've never seen a good Vi clear before, and this looks pretty quick to me, so 250 on starting the red buff. It's a good time to have. She has smite back. I'm interested to see whether she's going to use the smite on this red buff or try to contest the Scuttle Crab versus Viego. She's playing Conqueror setup. Viego's also playing Conqueror. We're going to hold the smite. So is she going to full clear into Scuttle? Wow, she had time to full clear into Scuttle Crab on Vi. It's actually ridiculously fast. 3 minutes 08, 309, 310 when you're starting Krugs. It's very quick. We should be able to kill Krugs and then arrive as Scuttle Crab spawns with a full clear. And that is ridiculously fast. That is really, really quick. I'm very impressed with this. We're actually going to get there. Okay. Obviously, we can't see this guy's camera movement, but at the same time that he'll be doing this, he's also going to be F-keying around the map. Or she. Kuwana. Alright, there's going to be F-keying around the map, having a look at the lane states. Catch Viego, who's also managed to do a full clear, and did actually full clear a little bit quicker. Able to finish off the Scuttle Crab with the smite. So we're actually down a camp now. Forced to reset here, hovering bot side, though. Because you see, the reason we're doing this, look at the bot wave, right? So if the enemy team pulls this into a freeze, which they didn't quite do in time, if you were able to look at the minimap, it did crash. If the enemy team pulled that into a freeze, she would have had to come and help her laner out, help her shove that in. But it didn't happen, so we're chilling. Gonna walk back out on the map here. Sipping my coffee. And I wonder what we're going to do here. Because we have a lot of time when nothing's happening. We have 3 losing lanes so far, right? Well, mid is even. I'm just looking at the mana health bar on mid lane. Orianna, pretty low. Maokai's winning. I think Maokai versus Orianna seems like a pretty, it's a weird matchup. We did get double scuttled, actually. So Viego had a pretty significant lead here. Smite to engage the Gromp here. And Gromp and Wolves should spawn around about the same time. So as we kill Gromp, we should be able to kill Wolves straight away. Go back into another little full clear. This is one of the nice things about jungle is if you play it properly, all of your camps line up like this. So as they spawn, you're killing them, right? This is one really nice thing. So you're not going to see one of the big part of jungle is not wasting time. So this guy's going to have a list of things that he wants to get done, right? A permanent list of things. And then depending on the situation, he's going to be able to adapt his priority order on that list. So for example, if Viego shows bot side right now, then one of the things on his list would be, hey, Grubs are spawning in, a minute. Right, so maybe not bot side right now, but if Viego shows bot side in, 30 seconds, then Grubs are a thing he can do. The other thing that the Vi player can do is go and take the enemy Viego's raptors really fast, right? So it's just a very reactive thing. Drake is up now, so again, he's going to be looking out. He wants to find where the Viego is. I'm going to refer to the Vi as he, by the way. That's just what I'm going to do, because it makes more sense to my brain. Yep, going to be checking for the Krug spawn. This seems to be changing song here quickly. Just fair enough. I think he's just going to be looking around at the minimap. Were our Krugs stolen? No, they just didn't spawn in time. And it's about as efficient as you possibly can full clear here. Trying to kill the Krugs as quickly as you possibly can. Obviously, there's a very large deficit between the Krugs and the Raptors respawn because we went Raptors into red into Krugs rather than Raptors into Krugs into red. Which means that you can see that the camps respawned a little bit desynced from each other. Looking for a bot gank here, and this is the first main play of the game here. Q out of the way of the Nautilus dredge line. Viego's on top of us, though. We can't quite dodge the W. Big Rakan peel in the back line there. Unfortunately, we are just going to get one shot. It's not a very good thing. It's not exactly what we needed there. Vi with not a lot of HP in the early game. And that was really put on display there. Enemy Viego just absolutely destroyed us. Didn't even get hit by the dredge line there. That was just a full-on one-shottage. Pathing straight back out bot here. So I wonder what the play is now. Enemy team has tried to dive bot. It's not gone too well. I think we're trying to cover the dive. We do have Flash coming back up. Q back in 6 seconds here. This could be a double kill angle. Sivir does actually manage to get the kill on the Viego there, who executes to the Sivir rather than giving the gold over to the Vi, which is probably the correct play. Big flash, actually, out of the Xayah. What is it called? Featherclaw or Rootclaw or something? Xayah flash force as well. And we're always happy to trade Vi flash for Xayah flash. So, scuttles up. Check the wave state here. Wave is going to slow push back towards the enemy here. Our blue side camps have just respawned. Dragon is up. Grubs are up. These are all the things that our Vi player wants to do. So, each one of these things is quite, like, it's very enticing. We want to clear our blue side. We want to take Grubs. And we want to take Drake. But because our red side's down, I think the best thing we possibly can do here is clear our blue side into Grubs. Or just run straight to Grubs. But I think we want to... I don't know how close we are to level 6. I think the idea is we want to hit level 6, then contest the Viego and Grubs, or look for a top gang. Our top is getting absolutely slammed, by the way. That is terrible. Triple kills up there for the Aatrox. Is our blue buff gone? Yeah, Viego's actually invaded our jungle here, and this is something Viego can do. The reason he can do this is because of how winning his topside is. So if Gragas is alive there, then Gragas can come and Viego's in a little bit of trouble. But because Gragas isn't alive, Viego has free reign. Now Viego can take Grubs for free if he wants, because again, the top wave is crashed under the tower, so Gragas can't contest that. So we have a small window while Viego's taking Grubs to gank bot, or to look for Dragon. I think ganking bot is the more consistent play here. So you don't sneak Dragon, again, because you don't have bot prior, you don't have mid prior. So instead we're going to gank bot. We don't have flash. We know Xayah doesn't have flash. You look at the health bar. It's actually looking pretty good for this angle here. The cease and desist comes out. Are we going to be able to take her out? We have 2 procs of the W passive. Unfortunately, I think she's just going to be able to cut us out. It's a very bad turn of luck there for us. Q does not land. Oh, if we were smarter there, we could have E'd through the controller and finished her off like that. Orianna here to pick up the kill. Rakan did die. Oh, Nautilus is there. Okay, I was like, where did Rakan go? Nautilus is their support. There's actually a 3-level lead on the enemy support. So we're playing with 2 losing lanes that are losing ridiculously hard. This is where jungle is hardest. Because as you can see, when you have losing lanes, it translates into losing jungle, if players are good. Because losing lanes means no priority. Interesting that he just takes the red here. So a lot of the time, like, this is something people advise against. I think if you're playing a full clear jungler, it's kind of a bad thing to do. But I think the idea, maybe he's doing this because he wants the red buff. I don't know why he's doing red before Raptors. It is slightly more efficient in the now, right? It's more efficient to do red into Raptors immediately, but it's significantly less efficient because your Raptors respawn is decent. We see Nautilus flash redline on the Rakan there. Orianna Bull is on top of him, so Nautilus has to be a little bit careful about orning. Viego's here to back up his teammates. Maokai seems to be going in with the root cooler. Not going very well for him, just gets taken down immediately. Viego transforms into Orianna, gets the passive down. Big dredge line from Nautilus, and Viego let's finish this off. Rakan is level 4, not going to have anything to be able to stop this play from happening. Aatrox with the World Ender finishes him off immediately. And Rakan goes down without much of a second thought there. Guy is 0-4. Meanwhile, bot is getting absolutely crushed, and this game is looking like absolutely horrendous. I actually don't know who wins this. Watching this on Challenger replays, so it's not like Rank 1 CN where every game is just a complete stomper. So far, we're getting crushed. And it's not looking too fun. Not looking too good. Yeah, not looking too good. This is what these Challenger games are like, though. You see that the awareness of the Aatrox there to be mid for that play. A lot of top laners aren't going to do that, right? And I say a lot of top laners, I wouldn't do that. But maybe I should. A lot of the time, sorry to talk about top again, but you know, I love it so much, so. A lot of the time, one of the reasons I lose is because, what the hell did I just look at up there? Did anyone see the Gragas on the top side of the map? What is that guy doing? He's throwing the, is he drunk IRL? Is he doing Gragas roleplay? Is he taking out the Aatrox? The Aatrox flashes forwards into the Vi, and the shutdown is going to be acquired by Huana. And that is very, very big for us. Aatrox, a little bit greedy there. Saw red when the Gragas missed his ult and went, you have to be punished for that, you disgusting, dirty pig. Used his flash on the 0-3 Gragas and then ended up giving over the shutdown. And I guess you could say baited. Baited? Baited. I wonder if, it seems to be what this guy does is because his can't respawns are a little bit desynced, which is not efficient for full clearing, it seems to be that he just ganks. So Gromp had spawned there, but his wolves hadn't spawned because the last time he went Gromp blue wolves. He ganked while he waited for wolves to spawn, and then just synced up his Gromp and wolves just then. Which I guess is something you can do. You can see the Krugs have just spawned. So now I think what he's going to do, this is my idea. I think he's going to use tempo on the map to go get something done. No, Raptors is spawning because he's too slow. I guess he used the tempo to reset. But what I think is that if he does an inefficient clear like that, right, where he doesn't do Krugs into Raptors into red, he uses the time that it takes for Raptors to respawn to go get something done. In this case, it was to reset. He's going to flash over the wall there, straight into the Maokai ult. Sorry, I'm a little bit dizzy here, as it seems like the cease and desist. We are going to be able to take out the Maokai, but the Jaeger's here with the Heartbreaker. It's not going to be good enough to take out the Rakan yet. Nautilus is very, very low. I think we have to be a little bit careful. If the Jaeger has spiked, he has that Dirk and the Triforce. Fight is not looking good. Nautilus dredgeline into the wall. Not exactly what you want to see. Bonks himself on the head and dies from the concussion. The Jaeger trying to steal these Raps. I think it's a little bit greedy, though. He does have Flash. Flash is forced out by the Rakan W. Very well played so far from our hero. The game is starting to turn around slightly. Blue buff's about to spawn. No grubs have been taken. Only one Drake so far. And this is actually an ideal game state, right? So if you're losing this fucking hard, the best thing that can happen is that objectives aren't being taken. Because it means the enemy team isn't necessarily capitalizing on the lead. The worst thing that's happened right now in terms of objectives, top has lost 2 plates, bot has lost 4 plates. But one Chemtech Drake, whatever. Grubs have not been taken, which is really, really good for us because of how hard winning the enemy top is. We see we're going to have a gank here. Xayah does have that root caller, whatever her ult is. I need to know what Xayah abilities are called. Looks like Civ is just going to get taken down. Aatrox here with the TP. Does not have the World Ender yet, so it looks like the fight's going to be okay. We actually kill the Xayah through the Aatrox with our E, which is an insane way to kill Xayah. Disrespected the range of the Vi there. Immediately punished. Not a lot of times you see a kill like that. It's pretty satisfying. Feeling a little bit dizzy with the... It's alright. It's okay. It's all good. Alright. Have a look at the game state here. Because Aatrox TP'd bot, he's going to lose a lot top. But he's happy with doing that. Again, this is something that I'm very bad at doing this as a top laner. Which is that you sacrifice some of your own power in the 1v1 to try and boost your teammates and try to actually win the game. I'm someone who... I struggle doing that. Because I love fucking winning the 1v1, dude. So if I'm ever like super winning, I think one of my worst habits is that I put all of my power into making sure the enemy, my laner, thinks that I'm the worst thing that's ever happened to him. We see this inefficient clear again. I think it maybe is just good then. This is a challenger jungle. I think the reason he does it, this is not something you do on Karthus, it's something you do on Vi. It's interesting. I guess the idea is Vi is much more of an aggressive jungler. She just wants to fight. Hecarim wouldn't do it, Karthus wouldn't do it. I guess she's quite slow at pathing from camp to camp. No grubs taken in this game. Oh no, 6 grubs taken. How did I not see that? Oh, enemy team got 6 grubs. Alright, we're GG's. We are FF. I think... Oh my god, I look like such a fool. I didn't see the little grub counter at the top there, but they had taken grubs when I was commenting about how no grubs had been taken, because I'm a fool. Looks like Herald's going to go down here. We have the option to take the enemy blue buff, but instead of taking the blue buff, it's again something you want to be doing. Camps don't matter. What matters is winning the game. And the way you win the game here is by using the cease and desist on the Maokai into the Rakan W, and he's just going to get taken down, buried in the bot lane. Return to the earth. Or the roots, I guess. Where does Maokai come from? No one knows. I actually did have a think about that for a second there. And the answer is I don't know where he comes from. I know he comes from the Shadow Isles, but was he like, did he spawn? Like, what was he born? Like, did he get enchanted or something? Like, anyway, these are all questions that are important and matter a lot. Drake is spawning up in can't see the timer. 10 seconds. 10 seconds on the Drake spawn. Our red side is up. Looks like a mid gank as well. Nautilus not aware of this. Bang, right in the face. Another concussion for you, buddy. You remember the last one. Didn't go too well for him. Dredgeline on the tower. Is he going to be able to escape? We do have Siverol if we need it, but opting not to use it there on the 2-3 Nautilus. I think it was a little bit risky to try and dive him. Now we go back into our clear. Waiting for something to happen in mid lane. Deliberately clearing Raptors and not red buff because, again, she's close to the action, right? If there's a fight happening mid lane, we need to be there. I wonder what our job in the fight is. I think our job is pretty much just to ult Xayah. Like, find out when, like, after Xayah ults, our job is just to lock her up with the Rakan. We're going to be working in sync with our support here to try and get something done. Orion leashing us. It's so kind. Drop the Drake, though. But it's gonna be what has to happen, I think. Because of how losing the game set is here. Enemy team got Herald as well, so every single objective going the enemy team's way so far. But that's just how the game works, and you have losing lanes like this. Our big win condition is the Orianna in mid lane, right? So we just got to play around her. Trying to find a good angle into this fight. Looks like Viego might be a little bit overextended here. First person to fall is Nautilus on the enemy team. Big shockwave from Orianna. Finds the Viego right in the face there. Well done to force from the Aatrox. TP comes through from Maokai. I can't even see where we are here. We do have cease and desist if we need it. Never mind. No, we don't. Aatrox, big damage on top of the Rakan there. I think we might be winning this fight ridiculously hard, though. Enemy team is just collapsing in front of us. The Gragas might have entered the whole game, but he seems to be having a lot of impact in this fight. Big flash from Xayah. Insanely well-played team fight from all sides there. People living on the slimmest margins of HP I've ever seen. Rakan and Siva, if you look at their HP right now, that is ridiculous. Orianna TP comes through. No wasted moment. We win a big team fight like that, we need to capitalize. We're going to shove in top wave. We're going to take the enemy jungle. Look at this. All right, the enemies are respawning right now. This is a very ballsy play. Nautilus is still alive, right? Yeah. Okay, it was a bit too ballsy. But I like the idea. That aggression is really good. We win a big team fight. We don't waste a second. All right, we're going to go straight into the enemy jungle. We're going to take everything we fucking can. That is a ridiculously good team fight for us. It was an insanely good team fight. Gonna reset now. And I wonder what the next target is here. So Drake spawning up in 3 minutes 33 seconds. This is a Hextech Soul, which is probably the worst possible soul for us. Hextech Soul is the most powerful soul, by far. And the enemy team has 2 Drakes out of 4. Not what you want to see. Taking the Wolves here. Enemy bot lane has rotated towards mid. Our bot lane there to match, but I think enemy bot lane is going to be having a much easier time getting push. We do have a lot of kills now. 6 and 3. The fights have been going quite well for us. Not ideal to be getting the kills on Vi. You see she's opted for Sundered Sky into Cleaver. Probably the best Vi build possible. Viego is here. We definitely lose 1v1 to this guy, even though we're up an item on him. Viego, an insanely good duelist. Orianna might be caught out here. We do have Nautilus walking in as well. Cease and desist on top of the Nautilus. He has no dredge line to escape, and we know that that's our target. Wait for him to use the mobility ability. Try and get away. And after he has nothing, we know he has nothing. We collapse. Maokai's going to be next here. No W to avoid the Rakan or the Vi. Hughes tries to run away. Passive's not going to be enough for it. It's just going to be an absolute massacre up here. Vi, another kill for our hero. Walking into enemy jungle. Nothing to take, though. I don't know if we have vision of this, though. Interesting that in the spectator overlay, I can see when the camps are up. Obviously, our hero didn't know that there was no red side camps there. So again, when he gets the tempo on top lane, when he forces the Viego to reset, when he kills the Nautilus, when he kills the Maokai, that's when he's trying to get his advantage. That's when he's trying to run into the top side, trying to get something done. Hexgate through, right on top of the enemy team here. Xayah does not... Oh, she does have the ult. She's hanging on to it. Aatrox with a lot of damage on top of us there, but she's just going to get one shot with the Orianna Storm Surge. Aatrox forced the over the wall. We can chase him down with the Q. No cease and desist. Orianna Shockwave is large. Well done to force out from Aatrox, trying to eat over the wall. Ricard misses the W, but he's actually not going to be able to get out there. Eliminated in the mid lane. I wonder if there's going to be a dive coming through. We don't have many resources available to pull this off, and Maokai is quite tanky. So is Nautilus. What's the Nautilus? I might be getting it wrong, by the way. Like, I don't know what Nautilus Q is called, but Dredgeline sounds so cool. But it might be called, like, Phantom Undertow or something. Like, it sounds like that would be cool. This Maokai repeatedly is just failing to W whenever he needs to. Viego doing a lot of damage to us. Looks like the quickness coming through. Only a one-man charm there. Massive ult from Nautilus. Gets in the backline, but our ult is even bigger and managed to get a 3-person knock-up. Are going to get taken down. And is our team able to finish off this fight? Looks like Xayah coming in to clean up on the Sivir, who's just going to be taken out. Does manage to get the Q on top of the Maokai. She's not been finished off yet. Our enemy team is absolutely sleeping. Nautilus dodges the second Q there. But that fight was definitely not meant to go that way. Enemy team should have instantly killed that Sivir and then managed to capitalize there. But I think they thought she was dead, and so she just wreaked havoc in the backline for way too long, managed to get one more kill than she should have. Enemy team's still going to try and take the opportunity to sneak a Baron here. Orianna's back alive, though, and has Shockwave. 5-1 and 11. Gragas here as well. The boys rolling out. Are the enemy team able to do this in time? I don't think they are. Please show us the fight. No! All right, we have to look at the health bars. Oh, my God. Challenger replays. What are you doing? Challenger replays. This is the most miserable thing I've ever seen in my life. Looks like the enemy team is just sprinting away, though. We did see a TP on the mid-wave. Hex getting through, and we're going to have to figure out what happened in this fight from the remnants of it. You know, what is it? Batman style from Arkham Asylum, where you look at the remains of a crime scene and like, yeah, the shooter was 6 feet tall. He had a huge hammer. You know? Anyway, in-game. Queuing back here. Did manage to take out the Aatrox and the Nautilus, so I think a Baron is in order. This game is so back and forth. It's really interesting. We have a lot of gold. There's a total gold graph. We are second highest. You actually have 9 kills. I didn't realize that. Cease and desist. Still holding on to. Shockwave is down. Sivir ult is up. Maokai Sapling coming over. Hex getting behind us. It looks like they want this fight. I think Viego is going to go for the steal. He does have Viego's ult. as well as the smite. Maokai going in the backline, Wing in aggressively, manages to land a massive Q. Meanwhile, Rakan gone over the wall with the quickness. Viego dodges out of it with his passive. We do secure the Baron, though, and that is the prize. Now it's just time to get away. Flash W from Maokai, immediately one shot. Viego easy to try and chase us down, but I don't think he necessarily wants this fight. And that Maokai got clapped. That was crazy. That guy got absolutely eviscerated. Looking for a little bit of a cheeky play. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. A little bit risky, though. Hextech Drake is alive. We see Viego on top side. I think we're just going to run out and try and take it. We might lose a top tier 2 for this. But I think it's okay because it denies enemy team's sole point. And that is a very big deal. Actually not going to lose it. I wasn't looking at where the enemy wave is. It's right next to their tier 2 tower. Taking the team red buff here. And you see the farm has fallen off, right? This is what I mean. Vi is not a full clear jungler. At this point in the game, we're not meant to have this many kills. We're meant to be building tanky, right? But because we have this many kills, particularly because we have this many kills, our job is not to take jungle camps. Our job is to initiate fights and set up stuff. Jungle camps are for the teammates. I haven't seen this guy clear a camp, like, realistically in ages. Might be catching out Xayah here. We did just, like, full-on Tokyo drift at Maokai. And Xayah was not expecting this. Forces the root caller. Misses everyone. Flash forward from Sivir. Takes out the kill. Insane engage angle. Hitman stealth operation. From our main character here. We're just going to zone off the backline. Aatrox forced to flash away. Rakan trying to chase him down. Someone went over the wall there. I couldn't tell who it was. Drake is ours. Now we turn our attention to the mid lane tier 2. With the Baron to siege. Paint a bright red X on that thing. Say, hello, this is ours. Any resistance will be met with a vengeance. Wave's going to get shoved in now. I don't think the enemy team has any hope of holding this tower. Our engage is a bit too lethal. Looks like Maokai coming in from the side does not opt to use the ult yet. Instant one-shot on the Rakan there by the Viego. 4-person shockwave from the Orianna. Looks like Gragas manages to take out 2 more kills. And the fight was over in an instant. A blink of an eye. Gragas ult, Orianna ult, Sivir Q. On top of all 4 of the enemies. Left to pick up the pieces is the Maokai. Sorry, is the Viego. There's not many pieces left scattered on the ground, man. What do you do when the pieces are in pieces? The game is going to end just like that. 24 minutes. This game was looking absolutely horrendous. And somehow have managed to pull it back off the back of this Orianna and Vi. Well played. An insane win. Just shows you the impact jungle has. Even though he's losing every single lane. Just plays some of the crucial fights a lot better. Makes it look so easy. Didn't look like he did anything impressive at all. But his positioning is just where it's at. That's the game. GG's. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.